afraid of. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. Did you all hear Dan Delventhal is the next winner? Yes. All right. Great. All right. So Dan Delventhal helps to improve the way we look at our environment, pollution, and consumption. 8 years ago, he developed Mo Green. Delventhal's business eliminates the gas emissions from lawn machines, which are 20 times more polluted than emissions from cars. I know from just being around that his motto is, he likes to get the gas off the grass, right? Driven by ongoing desire to tackle pollution and consumption, Dan composts at his home, has solar panels installed on his roof. He also practices what he preaches in introducing composting to companies where he works and where he visits. And if you look around tonight, you'll see that there are 2 composting bins, and they both were bought by Dan himself. There's a little one right there and a big one right over there. Composting is easy, free, and produces fantastic fertilizer, he's known to say. Co-workers have given him the nickname Captain Compost. Again, I have another wonderful honor and privilege to introduce you all to and congratulate Dan Delventhal.
Big hugs. Audience participation. Thank you.
Ooh, feeling good now. All right, is everybody in the game? Everybody put both hands up. Audience participation, customer experience. Yeah, all right, thank you. You're part of this. Thank you. Nobody's cooler than TownVibe. And I think it's just great that they're promoting environmental heroes. And I'm honored to be representing in the individual award, representing Captain Compost and Don Quixote, man of la Mogri. So, Captain Compost hates waste. Okay? But he loves all of you. And when I first got the idea to do lawn care with no gasoline, it seemed like an impossible dream. It was referred to as quixotic. And so I figured I should become Don Quixote. And I need my own version of the impossible dream, because it's not an impossible dream. And if there's time, I'll sing it in closing. But not right now. So there's a how about, I'll close it down if there's time. If you give me the hook, you know, but I'll do it fast. But there's a really big problem in gas-based lawn care. And that's the priority of this acceptance speech. And that is that it's 20 times more polluting. Daphne mentioned it, it's worth remembering. 20 times more polluting per gallon in lawn gear than in a car. The average home, one mowing, sweeping, trimming, you know, with gas, is the equivalent of a 400-mile car trip from an emissions standpoint. Worse than going to Boston and back. One mowing with gas. 20 tailpipes. You ever stand next to 20 tailpipes? A lot of people can tell when the mowers and blowers are going. But so that's a problem. Every new customer that we get takes a car off the road. It's amazing. And you know, if you do the math, a car 10,000, 12,000 miles a year, all year, every year. So we do solve all the problems. That's the biggest problem. But you know, we've got the gas consumption, right, and spilling, endless spilling, and the congestion, trucks and trailers. It's crazy. Endocrine disrupting, carcinogenic chemicals everywhere, throwing around like they're confetti. It's crazy. For what? A non-food crop? Grass? It's a problem. So we solved that, and there's other problems that we solve as well. What about the noise? There ought to be a law. Some of us are trying to pass laws. Greenwich Calm, thank you. Coalition Against Leaf Blower Madness. Bedford probably doing better than that, even. I know Rye's doing pretty well. But I'm getting off script, I'm sorry. Anyway, so we solved the problems, and actually I could use the script because there's a couple things I want to definitely say. the last thing about Moat Green is that, here we go. We've been around for a while now, but we grow 20 to 50% a year, and we can grow more. The thing to keep in mind is that we have found our services don't cost any more than the dirty guys. So, at no cost, we can avoid 5% of our air pollution. That's an EPA estimate. We can avoid 5% of our air pollution. It's significant. Just by displacing gas-based lawn care. So it's well worth it, and I believe in really growing it. And so one more time, TownVibe, I love you forever. It's really a dream come true, getting an article and a picture in 200,000 magazines and an online presence and a cover photo in Fairfield magazine. It does so much good to deliver the benefit to us that we could taste. We've got some of it going, but we need more of it. So this is how we get better, supporting each other. It's kind of a family thing. We should view our home as a family. As all one family. Our home is part of our life. We should all treat it with love and respect. I'm preaching to the choir. Try to limit that, because anyway, so we don't get anywhere without each other's help and inspiration. And I was inspired by my father and my brother. My late brother died of an environmental lymphoma. And he got me a job at the Connecticut Citizens Action Group 20 years ago. No, in the late 70s, longer ago. Door to door, talking about utility regs, toxic waste control with the Superfund for cleanup, bottle bill, late 70s. So I wouldn't have the history I have without the inspiration of others, and that's what this is all about. And I would have given up on Moat Green. I would have aborted that mission more than once when it seemed futile and quixotic. If it wasn't for people like our first customer, Larry Cayley, encouraging me to carry on, and others, a great partner, Marty Murray, one of the most amazing individuals you will ever meet, manager of the Greenwich Moat Green. Gary Griffiths came to us through TownVibe, and he's a marketing partner. And so, we all inspire each other, thank you. And the Lakota natives of this country have a tenet to caretake the earth for the next 7 generations, our grandchildren's grandchildren's children. And if we could have that, I'll bet everybody in the room has that, but if we could have it even more, I know I could do better, and I will. Thanks to this, it inspires me. If we could all have that, if we could just treat everything we do as the spirit of creation. Everything is part of creation, the web of life, right? So if we could take everything and look at it as if to waste any of it or to damage it wantonly as irreverent or sacrilegious, then I think we'd be in better shape. And I know, and so I try. That's why I pick garbage. Put the organic in the compost. I'm wearing a suit. I'm picking garbage because everything. We've got to set the example. We've got to change the culture. And so, I suppose if we could do everything with love and respect, spirit of family, and conservation and preservation, then we wouldn't be on the road, a crash course with destruction and devastation. So here's my final word. It's a prayer that that we can turn the tide on global warming and air, land, and water pollution. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yeah. To dream the impossible dream, to hope that the earth can be clean, to know with no carbon emissions, to drink from a clear mountain stream. This is my quest. Little picture there. And I'm healthy and strong. It's from pushing real mowers on organic lawns. And I'm thinking it's cool to burn fat but not fuel. Let's stand up for what's right like we're teaching in school. Mow Green's real mowing and solar charged electrics, clean and serene. Serene. So go green with Mow Green. We use no stinking gasoline. Thank you, Dan.